Hello guys, welcome back to Trader. How are you all? Everyone can hear me and everything is good. Let me know that. And please don't forget to push the like button. There anyone by the way. Okay. Is there anyone? Hello, 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 hello. Hey, mic testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Ganji is good morning. Ganji, can you hear me? Uh, Please don't forget to push the like button. And please give me a reply. Can you hear me? Hey Sharada, can you hear me? Tell me. Hello, hello, hello. Hear me? I can hear you. At least you can hear me loud and clear. That's cool. Okay. So this is the first account where I have take some trades. I'll show this trade actually before starting my trading, today's trading. This is the second account. You can see here total PNL 0. I didn't take any trade to this account. And this is the third account where I have taken another trade, which is you can see over here. So this is the three account where I took two trade. I mean sorry, two account I took trade. Account I didn't take any trade. Tip chart, you can see 0, no trade. The other account 0, no trade. So I'll start from this account where I took some trade where I'll show this trade actually first. As I told you, this is really good price action outside of the session rather than the morning session around the PM session or the HGA session is much more better rather than the AM session, to be honest, for last few days. That's why I am trying to complete my trading inside the HGA session. I was here until some period of time, so I took two accounts trade and then I went outside. So I really didn't see what happened later here. As you can see here, this low, that low, that low, they are the relatively equal lows. I had the sell side liquidity over here. It is around the AGS session. I think from 7, the AGS session start from 7. So this is the 7 from here until 9:30. That is the AGS session. And as you can see, market finally fall here, relatively equal lows. Market structure shift here. So market fall, entry fair value gap. Sorry, the last fair value gap over here. So market came here, this breakaway gap, then build the order block. The lowest down close body close candle or the order block. Validated by this candle as an order block. The very next candle I took entry exactly to this order block. My target was this buy side liquidity over here, which is this buy side liquidity this high and that high. Market just built the buy side liquidity. That was the buy side liquidity. I was more interested to see this buy side liquidity to be taken and the sell side liquidity later. So I took the entry exactly the next candle tap to this order block. But this candle from where it has appeared, I have no idea. But this candle just 8:30 candle, exactly 8:30 candle, open, stopped me out. My stop loss was just one tick below the order block, but because of the volatility, it's showing that I got stopped out here. But my stop loss was just one tick below this candle, that candle, not even below this candle, the green candle, below the black candle. But because of the volatility, it shows that I got stopped out over here. However, I got stopped out over there. Body didn't close below this specific order block, so that week was really for for hurting people. It killed me. Okay, to be honest, it killed me. So got stopped out. Then this candle appeared on the chart, closed above this bearish gap. 22 YT model market structure shift, fair value gap, order block, trade the order block. This is the origin low that should not be taken. Market didn't take this low. Market again closed below the bearish PD array. This is that bearish PD array. Next, very candle open, tap to this fair value gap, which is the last fair value gap. You know, the last fair value gap. Tap to this last fair value gap, took re-entry. buy side liquidity was over here, no, was not able to, like take the partial over here because it was 15 handle, something like that. Was not able to do that. Wanted to see hold it until the order block, which is over here from the 1 minute chart. This highest up close body close candle, trade the hourly bearish gap here. So that order block was my target, but at the same time I needed to trail the stop loss because that was my partial level, not the target. Actually partial level, target was over here, that buy side liquidity. So as I didn't take the partial, I was trailing the stop loss, and as you can see, finally this candle just stopped me out by tick. Just by tick, I was just thinking, why did you stop me out? Just stopping me like by tick, stopped me out, hit the target over here. So finally actually got managed this trade until 27 handle, as you can see over here. Until that 27 handle, it was a really good trade over here. Okay, so that was the trade from the what to say, I mean the uh, this account, specifically from that account. At the same time, it was my partial. I wanted to hold the trade here because I was in a trade. I was in a trade. That's why I wanted to take the partial here and then hold the trade over here. But in my opinion, well, while this market came to this order block around this area, I was not bullish. I was more interested to look for the sell here. But if the market go, like after clearing the partial, putting stop loss or trailing stop loss, if it keep going higher, if I'm wrong, if the market doesn't fall, then I will get the full profit to this buy side liquidity. I was thinking like that way, but it was not my intention. My intention was that it will come here, trade this order block, after clearing this buy side liquidity, trade the low of this hourly bearish gap, at least the low, maximum until the order block, and then this market will start to fall for this sell side liquidity. This low, that low, that low, all of these lows, beautiful sell side liquidity over there. So I was more interested to see this market will fall again and take that sell side liquidity. I'll show this trade in a moment, but before that I want to show this trade as well, which I took just a few moments ago from this account again. In between there is no other trade, you can see over here. So this is that two trade. First one unlucky, stopped out, then boom. And this is the trade where I did a mistake. I shouldn't do that, but I have done that mistake, unfortunately. Also I have corrected myself. While this market came here around this area, the market was like, this is not the sell side liquid. Okay, this has been already cleared. This is that sell side liquid you are seeing here. I will need this, so I'll remove it in a moment, but there I have no sell side liquidity. As you can see, market has built some relatively equal lows over here, and then this is the gap just above this relatively equal lows. This is the gap. Market fall to this gap over here. After coming to this gap, while this market rejecting from the low of this what to say, the hourly bearish gap, this is that hourly bearish gap, still market has left that buy side liquidity over here. This is that buy side liquidity. I know that market will go for this buy side liquidity, but before going for this buy side liquidity, this is the fun actually. While this market came to the low of this hourly gap and come to this last fair value gap over here from the 1 minute chart, rejected from there so beautifully, came to this area, built relatively equal highs. This is the area where the 15-minute candle was going to close. So this is that highest up close body close candle. This candle tapped to the up close body close candle. My stop loss was on tick above this order block. My target was this order block actually. Order block opening this lowest down close body close candle that has traded this fair this FVG. So that order block opening was my target, but at the same time I was very confused about, not confused actually, I was very careful about this bullish gap because market is bullish, market is going for this buy side liquidity. I just needed the precision from this order block to until that order block opening. Okay, so you can see until this FVG, even until to the top of this FVG, bottom of this FVG, it was 22 handle, which is 1:1. I was a bit greedy to take the partial here and then hold the trade for this sell side liquidity. Again, I'm not bearish, but if I was able to take the partial over here, put stop loss to the break even, and if I'm wrong, market is not going higher, it is keep falling, then I'll hold the trade until this sell side liquidity. I'm not interested to see this is going to fall for this sell side liquidity, but if I'm wrong and I'll let the runner go, hit the target, I'm happy for that. Okay, this is the fun of the partial. If you can take the partial, that is the best case of scenario. So while this candle came to this gap, specifically to that gap, I immediately shift my stop loss from here to the break even, exactly to the break even. You can see my cursor over here just stopped out over there, because if it doesn't come at least to the water block, I don't want to take that risk against my bias. So this was the reaction. I wanted to catch the reaction. Unfortunately, I didn't get the reaction, got stopped out to the break even. So these are the three trades I took from this account, and the another account where I took another trade. I'll show that in a moment. So this account, in this account, I didn't take any trade. You can see here the total PNL is zero, everything is zero. So no trade, nothing, absolutely nothing. And then this is the funded account where I took the trade. This is $175. I'm gonna show this trade exactly over here. So far you have seen I have taken the buy over here. So I first bought from there, got stopped out because of that week. No idea from where this week appeared on the chart. It was a huge volatile week, and as you can see here, it was near about 43 handle. Suddenly 43 handle came to the market, so I got stopped out. I don't care because I know what I'm doing. And then the next entry I took over here just showed you, right? And then finally, while this market trade this order block, I have used this inverse gap, which is the highest up close, gap, bullish gap. I used this inverse gap and marked that week that has traded this order block. Week quadrant level covered the 50% of that week. So I was interested to see that it can maximum trade the 50%. Yeah, we can did the damage. If I get stopped out, I'll take re-entry. That was in my mind, to be honest. Okay, so I didn't want to hold the trade until here because it was the funded account, 25K account. So I didn't want to hold it until that area. So I have just covered here's the 50%. You can see this candle, that specific candle, when it tapped to, sorry, I wanted to take the entry from this gap, but when it was going higher, I pushed the button. It seems like that it came to this bearish gap over here, and I entered over there. Now you have to believe me in this area. I was just watching, I was executing from the market, no limit order, nothing like that way. So while it was going toward this gap, I pushed the button. It seems like I took the entry from this gap, but actually I took the entry from here. But it took the entry here, so that's why I just kept this fair value gap instead of that fair value gap. So I took the entry here, which was a 3 micro contract. You can see over here, 3 micro contract. Stop loss was over there, and then this market fall again, closed below this candle over here, which is the highest up close body close candle. The low is below this area. That's why this is my order block, not that one. Even if you look for that logical things, then it should not be the order block because this body didn't close below this candle, right? As the market didn't close below this candle, it should not be the order block, that should be the order block. But as the low of this candle is above the fair value gap, both of this fair value gap and that fair value gap, I was not interested to look for this candle as an order block. So I took the I added more to contract while it traded this order block. So while this market was going higher, I wanted to catch it. While it has started to fall, I wanted to catch it as well. Added two more over there, trailed the stop loss above the order block. So this consecutive candles was the order block from 1 minute chart, trailed it over here. So right now you're seeing here, it was my primary stop loss, then trail it above the order block here, this up close body close candle. And as you can see, it fall, and this is the bullish gap. So I wanted to catch the partial over here. I took 2 micro contract to the top of this gap because I was overconfident that it's coming the 50% of this last fair value gap, at least to this last fair value gap over here. And then the reaction will happen. It will come and fill this unfilled gap so beautifully, and then it will keep falling again for this sell side liquidity. That was in my mind. But unfortunately, while it came here, I trailed the stop loss because I was not interested to hold the trade. Uh, while it tapped here and respected so beautifully over here, I didn't want to hold it, so I trailed the stop loss and got stopped out over here. So 3 micro contract got stopped out over here. Later this market came back again to this gap, specifically to this gap, retested this order block so beautifully, and then a bit consolidation, and then finally this market came exactly over here. While this market came here, after trading all of this thing, I was just watching them, just watching them. I was thinking that can I take entry? Can I take entry? Every PDRA was reacting like tick by tick. It was something like, oh man, I should have seen this type of price action inside the New York session so that people can understand that how beautiful the PDRAs work and respect, like tick by tick. Actually, we are not seeing this price action inside the AM session for now these days. Instead of that, we are seeing a really a bad price action, to be honest. But however, it came here, and finally, while it go through this last fair value gap, this is that last fair value gap, I wanted to catch re-entry for this sell side liquidity plus 5 handle or something like that. Wanted to catch this trade over here. This candle closed below this last gap, also below this last here, this last bearish gap. I was so much confident to go for the trade from this last fair value gap as an inversed way, but like the market didn't give me the entry, so I didn't get the entry. It was a limit order while this candle closed here. I just put the limit order over here, 3 micro contract, not 5, 3 micro contract, because I was just not interested to lose my profit. But unfortunately this market didn't come here. So when it didn't come here, and instead of that, it started to fall. I also wanted to catch this order block entry, but unfortunately, it was not the order block. You are seeing it's order block, but it's not the order block. I was more interested to see, even if it doesn't come to this last fair value gap, at least trade this gap, this reclaimed bearish gap. At least trade it. If it could trade that, I could enter from this order block. I was just watching the market after the shallow run below the sell side liquidity, which is here. This was a perfect shallow run, one more shallow run, and then the order block has been created. Tap to this order block. Really wanted to take that sell from here, but as the market didn't tap to this gap, which is that old bearish gap, reclaimed gap, as it didn't do that, I just didn't take this trade. I let the market fall, and then this, as you can see, it fall, 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 and came to the exact area I wanted to see. It should come over here. So finally it came here, but I missed all of this trade. Unfortunately, market didn't give me the entry. It's not the fault of the market. It's my fault, because I should have believed the entry around this area. I was just a bit confused because it was a lot of, like back and forth, back and forth. So I was just afraid that maybe the last gap is going to hold the market and send it higher for the buy side liquidity over here, instead of this sell side liquidity. Okay, so I was just thinking like that way. Maybe it's not going to go for this sell side liquidity. I didn't want to l- take the losses. Okay, whatever profit I've made over here by that trade, I just didn't want to lose that trade. Just because of that, I was not brave enough to push the button over here. I wanted to see, can you break the last farewell cap? Please break it. Please break it and take me. Just break it and take me. And it broke, but it didn't take me. So that was another 33 handle, something like that. If it could do that, I could get another 33 handle, but unfortunately it didn't do that. So I was not able to take that trade, even this word block trade or everything. Then market came here. I was not over here, to be honest. But as you can see here, perfectly came here. What is that? First, this last fair value gap, like yesterday, last fair value gap before that big run. I showed you all the setup, all the trade from here, right? If you don't forget, not here actually, my mistake, not from there. It was the sell was from here. I showed you the breaker block entry, that breaker block entry, shared it with you guys, and then I took the entry from here. I wanted to take the entry from there. It didn't give me that trade over here because of the sell side liquidity around this area. It just didn't give me the entry. And finally, I took the entry while this market has inversed the last fair value gap. I took the entry for the sell side liquidity from the inverse gap. And I told that I'm going to do the gamble over here with a very small small amount of money, and got that boom for the sell side liquidity. So all this fall before after closing this stream, unfortunately, internet problem, and then I got all of this fall until the sell side liquidity. And then this is the area where this was the last fair value gap. You can see here this candle low, this candle high, that is the last fair value gap, as well as this the 15-minute bearish gap. That was the only bearish gap. If you guys remember, as long as this market is below this bearish gap, I am bearish. If it closes above this bearish gap, I'll look for the buy run. That is that bearish gap from 15 minutes chart, and also the 1 minute bearish gap. Extend it to your right over here. Look at last fair value gap. While it has inversed over here, not even a single body has closed below the constant crossment of this bearish gap. Same logic, I wanted to catch the sell over here. Last fair value gap inversed, nobody should close above the constant crossment, should take that liquidity. Exactly that same thing. And market came over here. I was not in front of my chart, I promise. That's why you are seeing that some of my accounts still I didn't take any trade. So here in this account I just took the trade, but another account I just didn't take the trade because I was not over here. But if I were here, it was really so beautiful, the beautiful way it reversed from there. I just need to push the button from the order block. That's all. I'm not interested to believe this last fair value gap after this long period of time. All of these things I don't wanna believe it, to be honest. Instead of that, sorry, not here, my mistake. It's from here. So while it came here and then built the lowest down close body close candle as an order block, depending on the price action, just need to push the button from the order block and have to catch all of this run. Doesn't matter. And then this the last fair value gap until the low of this last fair value gap could be the perfect target. However, I was not over there, so I didn't take any trade around that area. And finally, I took this trade. And if I wanted to go with the rules, which is 1:1 partial until this gap, which is like 22 handle, by taking 18 handle risk, was a beautiful partial. I was a bit greedy because it was just two micro contract entry, as you can see here, just two micro contract entry. So I really wanted to catch the partial over here instead of the partial around that area. I just took the risk. It didn't work. Instead of that, it stopped me out to the break even. Now, as long as I'm going to get stopped out to the break even, it's just a no trade. Okay, something like I didn't take any trade over here. So I really don't care as long as my capitals are safe. Now I will just remove everything from this area. I want to go back to the Nasdaq. I want to see what is happening. But to be honest, this morning session is really difficult to trade. Okay. However, this market from the daily chart, still it's showing some kind of indecisive. Yesterday was the indecisive candle. Today is Wednesday, and I believe, sorry, is that Wednesday? Yeah, it's today's Wednesday. So I believe that after the inside candle, this candle is inside that candle. So after the inside candle, actually we get this expansion. So today is Wednesday, which is trend is friend day. First of all, this is the trend is friend day. Why it's showing the intra quantities for charting, but the Nasdaq order placement. Okay, so like what I was saying. Oh, okay. So it was an inside day yesterday. So if you see the inside day, most of the time, look over here. This is an inside day. This day is inside that day. So while I got this inside day, next 2 days, boom. Can I show you one more? Uh, if you see the inside there, look over here. That candle is inside that candle. Look at the next candle. The 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 fall from here to here. So most of the time, not always, look at this candle. This is inside that candle, right? Inside that candle. Look at the next candle. Boom. Expansion candles. This candle is inside that candle. Boom. So this is a logic. It's not something like every day it's going to happen. It's not something like that. But most of the time, if you see the inside candle of another a candle inside another candle, most of the time market actually very speedy. The next very few days, it's very speedy toward one direction. So here I saw the yesterday's candle as a inside candle. So I'm on it. I'm more interested to see which way this market is interested to go. Okay. To be honest, I don't want to say it will fall, at least not for today, as Trump proposed 5 days postponed. So he will try his level best to make sure that the stock market is bullish. It's not bearish as long as there is no bombing. I'm not thinking the bearishness. I'm still expecting some sort of swing highs are going to be taken at first, and then maybe, not maybe, or must be market has to fall for all of this sell side liquidity if the war is not done. Okay, if the war is not over. I'm interested to see if it can like give me the expansion from the daily chart. Either way, bullish way, bearish way, either way, I need the expansion after seeing the inside candle. So this is the inside candle of the Monday candle, Monday inside candle, and then Tuesday, sorry, Wednesday, as is like simply it's an expansion day, which is trend sprint day. So I'm expecting more expansion today as well as inside day candle. So after the inside day candle, it should be more expansion day, something like that. So either way, I'm just waiting for the trend sprint day. I hope I will get that trend sprint day. From the 4 hour chart, as you can see, this market is trading this bullish fair value gap around this area. This is the bullish gap. Still, I have the buy side liquidity over here. Yeah, from the regular trading hour, sorry, in electronic trading hour, it has cleared that high. But from the regular trading hour, it's still there is a clean buys. Okay, so clean highs. I'm more interested to see can you go toward that clean highs over there, which is inside this bearish old daily bearish gap, sorry, bullish gap that has been respected previously. I wanna see it will be respected again, but before being respected, just can you go higher and take that buy side liquidity, trade some sort of things over here, and then if you can start to fall. From the hourly chart, see this gap over here. I'm more interested to see if the market can reach over here to this gap or not, as the market is respecting the 50% of this bullish gap after clearing lot of sell side liquidity. Thousands of the sell side liquidity has been cleared. Last fair value gap from the hourly chart. This is the last fair value gap. Very common gap. It's been long I'm showing you this gap. Okay, so please focus on this gap. You will get a lot of entries with so much confirmation. It's not something like you are afraid. Make sure you are low leveraged. It's you're not high leveraged. You got the opportunities to take the entry from the last gap. Even if you don't get the reversal, you will get the reaction. 99% of the time you will get the reaction from the last fair value gap. 99% of the time. Of course, the last fair value gap has to be it's gonna be the important last fair value gap. Just remember this one word. If you are using a last FVG, make sure below that last FVG there is sell side liquidity. Above that buy side, last fair value gap there is buy side liquidity. If you have that, this is the last fair value gap. That will be the last fair value gap. That is the strongest fair value gap ever. If you have the sell side liquidity or the buy side liquidity. What is sell side liquidity? It has to be relatively equal lows. It has to be relatively equal highs. If you don't have the liquidity below or above the last fair value gap, then that last fair value gap is not that much strong. Okay, it's strong but not that much. Okay, I don't believe in those type of last fair value gap. It can be violated. Give me some reaction. Sometimes, maybe sometimes it violated, something like that. So please make sure while there is some liquidity below that last fair value gap, that last fair value gap has the highest power. Do you know why? You can have the question in your mind, why the last fair value gap is gonna be so important if there is liquidity? Because while there is some double bottom over here, right? This is support. Already this is a support, and this market is falling. Where it is falling? To this support zone. And also I have the last gap over there. So what market will do? Market will use that support zone plus ICT fair value gap, FVG, just to give to make some impulsive move, so that people can believe that I'm very strong, I'm not, I'm unbreakable, you can't break me, that support zone can't be broken. So that's why that reaction appeared on the chart, and when the reaction appeared, people just started to buy. Wow, double bottom, or double top, it's gonna be triple bottom, take buy. It's called the reaction from the last fair value gap. So that's why the last fair value gap, which is just above the sell side liquidity, or the last fair value gap below the buy side liquidity, is too much stronger, so strong, because that intend to show the bullishness from the support zone. Even I'm not bullish, of course. You should not think like it's gonna be forever bullish. Most of the time, it's just a reaction. Then market fall, take that liquidity. But most of the time, that reaction is more than enough for you to be profitable. More than enough. It's like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 handle, something like that in this volatile area. But if it is not volatile in normal time, at least 20 handle for sure. 99% of the time, observe it, you'll learn a lot from there. However, I'm going to remove these lines from my chart. I was just watching two charts from all together because I had to do that. I have this buy side liquidity on this market, which is just below this last fair value gap from the, it's not last fair value gap, below the bearish gap from the hourly chart. That's still respecting, as you can see here, still respecting over here, top rejection, Australian crossman rejection so far. Have some sell side liquidity over here, which I'm going to mark, that is inside this bullish gap over here, around this area. So this is also the hourly gap. I am bullish at least for this buy side liquidity, and then I'm bearish for this sell side liquidity. If it went higher, take that buy side liquidity. I'll keep looking for some sort of a selling opportunity. If it do that just after clearing the sweeping the buy side liquidity and then started to fall, that last gap from the hourly chart is still holding the liquidity. Okay, so sorry, still holding the price. That means maybe just market went higher, sweep the liquidity, but body closed inside this gap. Just because of that, if it happens, I'll look for the sell side liquidity. Otherwise, if it clear that liquidity and closed above this hourly gap, I'll keep looking for the buy for this buy side liquidity. I'll show that in a moment. Actually, I'll show that. See this buy side liquidity over here, relatively equal highs from the regular trading hour. I'm more interested to see this regular trading hour buy side liquidity to be taken before falling. Okay, so this is that buy side liquidity I'm talking about over here. This line is over there, which is inside this gap. Let me make sure not green. Okay, so this buy side liquidity, I hope you can see it. Okay, otherwise, if this market started to fall without clearing this buy side liquidity, if it started to fall, I will do nothing. I will do simply nothing as long as this market is not going to close below this gap. Even if it close below this gap, I'm not confident to go for the sell. Why? Because it left that buy side liquidity. So yesterday, if you guys remember, where I was saying that price action, I will just go there in a moment. That if the market closed above this bearish gap, I will look for the buy. But I'm not able to do that because I'm seeing that market left the sell side liquidity over here. You remember the sell side liquidity from 1 minute chart was beautiful sell side liquidity. Later market fall and take that sell side liquidity. I just not interested to take that buy after seeing the sell side liquidity over here. So according to the logics, when the market will close below this gap, I can look for the sell. But after seeing this beautiful buy side liquidity over here, I'm not brave enough to take the sell. So we'll see what is market is going to provide us. I'll go for that with the market. I'll try to go with that. But to be honest, uh, this is really so difficult market inside the AM session. Please observe the Asia session. You will see much more better price action. So beautiful, better price action. And it's really so beautiful. To be honest, it's really so beautiful. However, this is that buy side liquidity I was talking about here. Right now, this market is trading this bearish gap from the 15-minute chart, which is here around this area. So I'm going to mark this bearish gap from the 15-minute chart here. And I have some sell side liquidity over here, which I'm going to mark. Why I'm marking that? Because around the opening, there is a gap up. Okay, so if it is a gap up, there's a possibility market will first trade the opening gap 50% lower quadrant, upper quadrant, anything. Okay, in the meantime, there is also sell side liquidity, so I can target the sell side liquidity. And after trading the opening gap, this market can reach toward that buy side liquidity. Now I'm really happy because I have buy side liquidity, I have sell side liquidity. If I don't have the liquidity, it's very tough for me to trade. To be honest, I don't know where is the end line. I don't know where the market want to go. But if I have the end line, which is this sell side liquidity, this buy side liquidity, I'm really happy. Exactly the same case of scenario you have seen around this area. Exactly over here, right? Around this area. I had this sell side liquidity, this low, that low, relatively equal lows. I had the buy side liquidity, this high, that high, relatively equal highs. I have both buy side and sell side liquidity. So I took both buy and sell because I know after clearing the buy side liquidity, it will go for the sell. This is something like that. So I need the liquidity, and which I have already. Sell side liquidity here, buy side liquidity over there. Now it's time to wait for the 9:30 to open. After 1 minute, 9:30 is going to open, and then we'll see what we can do. On my right hand side, this is the okay, so market has opened the regular trading hour. I wanna mark the opening gap, the low, this is the high, this is the opening gap. Let's see what the market is going to do. Whenever I'll get an opportunity, I'll go for the trade. This is the 50K account. So for I have some profit over here. I think 1300 something like that. I've just traded 3 days over here in this account from Lucid Trading. By the way, if you guys are interested about Lucid Trading, please make sure that you have used the code T2 Wizard. You will get 40%, 50% discount, something like that. This is the second account over here where I have some profit, $974, something like that. I'm trading long time. That 2 days destroyed me. One day it was mistake, another day it was intentional loss. So I was not able to control myself. I keep trading, keep trading, keep trading, and took that loss. It was a very controlled day. I took 3 trade over there. Didn't work. Both all of them actually made me like $549 because I have already passed a lot of time. So I am interested to increase the like the maximum loss because I have to pass it within 30 days. And this is yesterday's trading. This is 2 days actually. So far I have just showed you like $81. So I'll keep trading this account. This is from yesterday's profit. And this 2 days actually destroyed me. Otherwise, it would be a different case of scenario. Unfortunately, this is what it is. This is that account I breached 25K level, and this is the funded account where the second day, yesterday $274 profit. So for today $175. I'm not interested. I don't think so. I'm gonna touch this account anymore, at least today, because like the consistency I just make sure that it's 40%. When it will be 40%, then I'll be able to request the payout. I just need $250 to make the payout, and I'm gonna do that. So when it will be $250 and the consistency is 40%, I'm gonna request the payout because just the cost I spent to buy those four accounts, it will be just it will be withdrawn. That's why I'm just doing, because I paid those money, my money. I'm not interested to trade or income from trading. I'm just interested to catch the money I spent to buy those accounts. Okay, just because of that. And here is two account from the Blue Guardian futures. At the same time, if you are interested about the Blue Guardian futures, make sure you have used the code T2 Wizard. Where one account, this account, to be honest, brother, from the beginning, from the first day, I'm saying that I didn't buy this account just to pass it or make it funded. No, I just bought it to fill the market. This is that account, and this is the next account, which is over here. I'm interested to pass this account where I have $481 profit, something like that. So I'm really interested to pass this account. So market came here one more time, the 50-minute bearish gap, rejecting from there. Not yet. I'm not yet interested to do anything. So first market has to show me something that will tell me that I'm falling for this sell side liquidity, or that will tell me I'm going for this buy side liquidity. And then I'll enter. Right now, this market is in the middle. See here, this is the sell side liquidity. You look for the liquidity zone here, here. This is exactly the 50%. So I have no idea, is this market going for this buy side liquidity, or is this going to fall for this sell side liquidity? I have no idea what is going to happen. So I'm gonna let this market to go one side at first, and then I will go for the another side. In the meantime, if it come here and show me the bullishness instead of bearishness, I'll look for the buy from here to until this buy side liquidity, and from this buy side liquidity to until this sell side liquidity. Something like that. Okay, I'm just saying, but depending on the price action, whatever the price will give me, I'll try to take that. Make sure you're not over leveraging. I don't know how people blow the account. I have no idea how you blow the account, because if you have more accounts, now sometimes you will blow one account, two account, it's good, it's nothing bad, but it's really nearly impossible to blow the account if you don't over leverage. Even if you do the over trading, for example, lucid trading, I'm over trading and this day is not good for me, right? It's not working, it's not working, it's not working. I know that my maximum loss is $1,225. I'm gonna stop over there for sure, because that is the daily maximum loss limit. So I have stopped over there. But this is the fun thing actually from lucid trading. I really have think it's good. Otherwise, maybe I wouldn't be able to stop over here. But however, even if you don't do that, you strictly follow one rules, like 300, 400, $500 I will take loss, it's loss. You can think that, oh brother, those days you have made lot of losses and then you have made this profit. This whole thing is over here. You see, PNL high is 220, $255, PNL low is 254 $5. Like this is the, I mean, in that day, just I took the trade and that was the winning trade. Okay, so there was no losing trade or something like that. So that's why it's not like that way. Okay, in that day, low is $191. So my maximum loss was $191. My maximum profit is over here. This day, $549. That is the loss. Okay, so unfortunately, it was the loss. and I never was in profit. Never ever I was in profit. In that day, $200 maximum loss. I took maximum loss in that day, $205, and then stopped 372. Look here, like here, 39, no loss. I was like no loss. I'll just keep trading and it was just winning trade. Here, got one trade and just something like that. However, that day just lose. I had the highest PNL was 193, and then I keep losing them, and finally stopped around that area. That was the intentional losing day. Okay, I didn't want to give any excuse for the mistake or something like that, but that was a mistake. Okay, because of I took the entry to M instead of MNQ, it was NQ. So you see, I was in profit $142, and then just push the button from the NQ and just stop me out. Like just keep breaking. And when I got a huge loss, like it was mind blowing. All other days, you can see my maximum loss here. In that day, $300 maximum loss. Okay, so I just mitigate my loss. It has been mitigated. I stopped over there. Didn't touch this market because in that day it was not working. In every single other day, you will never see that I went more than $300 loss. So never ever. So all of this profitable day was seeing, I follow the strict rules, except these 2 days. One was mistake, one was intentional, and this one I just stopped because it was not working. The day before yesterday, it was on Monday. So from the middle, market is going higher for this buy side liquidity. Right now, it is trading the last fair value gap from the 1 minute chart. This is the last fair value gap I told. If you have the buy side liquidity and you have the last fair value gap, and you saw that this market came to this last fair value gap, gave you any sort of opportunity, any kind of order block or something, as I'm using the 1 minute last gap, so of course I have to observe the price action from the 15-second chart. Always expect some sort of reaction from this last gap. Always 99% of the time you will expect some sort of reaction from this gap. All you need just a setup to find that entry, not for like sell side liquidity or all of these things, just the reaction until the next bullish PDRA. So I was able to take a sell, for example, high stop close body close candle is a order block. If it do that, if it doesn't, you don't need to worry about that because it went through this, take the liquidity, you have nothing to do over there. But if it provide you any sort of opportunity, for example, I'll show you that in a moment. Like it will close one tick below this, I'll take the sell from here to until this area. If it doesn't give me the entry instead of come here, that means I'm not going to get that opportunity over here, which I think I have already missed. Yeah, I have already missed. So if it do that from here to here, it seems like a very small, but think it is the 15-minute gap, and you are using 1 minute candle to take the entry from there. Always you will get the reaction from this last gap if you have the liquidity above this area. All you need, just a just a candle over here to catch that reaction, to find some setup over there to catch that reaction. That's all you need, and you will always get that reaction from this last gap. That's the thing I just told you at the beginning of this stream, right? You have the buy side last fair value gap, it will give you the reaction for sure until the next period. Okay, it can be this word or block, maybe this market is falling for this word, I don't need that even. I just look for the next bullish PDRA. From the same time frame, I'm going to frame my trade. Okay, so for example, from 50-second chart, I'm trying to frame this. Maybe this is the bullish PDRA which I should look for as a target. It seems like a very small range, but just think it is 15-minute gap and you are using 1 minute candle to take that entry. How does it look like? Huge leg in this volatile area, maybe 100 handle, maybe 170 handle, 80 handle, something like that. This is called the reaction from the last gap if you have the liquidity above the last gap. I believe this information will help you a bit to understand the market, and you will be able to look for the last gap more precisely, more accurately. I'm not doing anything over here. Okay, I will let this market take this liquidity at first, and I want to see how this market is going to reverse from there. Does it want to interest for this buy side liquidity, or does it want to fall for this sell side liquidity over here? What is the market interested to do? If you find any entry opportunity, please make sure that you have shared that with us. Okay. Hey Bondi, yeah, Jamil, how are you, brother? Sorry to not to read your comments, guys. Chatur, good morning. Habibi, good morning, Chatur. Kishore, good morning, brother. Suzivan, good morning. Dora, good morning. Thanks for the penguin. Daniel, good morning. Tamimi, good morning, brother. Thank you for being over here. And Dansu, you are green, I believe, because you just shared the green thing on Discord. I'm really happy because you are green. Don't touch that account, brother. This is the rules. You can't touch that account. So previously, you guys give me a lot of complaint, right? You are doing paper trades, so it's nothing, brother. Yeah, trade the real account, then you'll feel. So I'm trading the real account, just trading the real account. So many real accounts, and you are seeing all of them, the account number, everything. I'm not hiding anything. Everything is over there. See, if I just blow the account and then I reset it, no, I'm not doing that. Just accept the first account. Okay, this account, this only account, I just told that I'm not interested to pass it. I'm just interested to fill the market by this account. Except that one account, every single other account I'm just trading. And this is not the paper trade. This is the account you are also trading, right? And I'm showing you what I told you. You have to do that. It's not trading. It's about your risk management, your psychology, your money management, how you are doing that. Which what is important to you? Winning or the capital? Profit or capital? If profit is important to you, man, stop trading, do something else. Go somewhere, do some business, do some job, do something else, not trading. But if the capital is important to you, welcome, brother. Welcome to the wizard world. Hey, Shinobi, good morning, brother. Go, good morning. Ajay, good morning, brother. Kishore, I mitigating 50%. Sorry, what did you say? I'm getting 50% code to Wizard for Lucid. If it is your first time with the Lucid, then you are going to get that 50% discount maybe for the first two account, and the next six account you will get 40% discount, and from there you will get 30% discount if I'm not wrong. I still have a reset. I'm just thinking, should I reset that 25k account or not? I have already a lot of accounts. Just not interested to use that reset. So I don't know that Lucid account offer is still valid or not. They have the offer like if you buy 3 Pro account, they will give you one free reset. Yes. Man, it is not random gap. In this market, there's million, billion, billion of the gaps. But this is not a random gap. This is, I called it a very specifically last fair value gap. It's called the last fair value gap. The power of the last gap, I know that ICT never talked about that, so you don't want to believe me. It's absolutely okay. I have no problem with that. But this is really awesome, brother. Really awesome. If you observe this, you will learn a lot of things from the last fair value gap. So market came to this last gap and rejected from there. It's going to fall. I have a lot of sell side liquidity here and the last gap over there, right? So let me see the volatility. Let's say market went higher, cleared some liquidity, trade this gap, which is the last gap. I have the opening gap. See this opening gap? All of this opening gap is over here. I'm interested to take sell from the order block over here, from here. So if up close body close candle, trade this 22 YT model. This is the entry gap. So if the market trade this entry gap and the highest up close body close candle, I will use that candle as an order block, bearish order block, to take the sell for this sell side liquidity and for the last FVG over here. Same last FVG, but this is less stronger. Why? It doesn't have the liquidity below this. It has the buy side liquidity above this, but it doesn't have the sell side liquidity below this. So it's like less stronger, not that much stronger. I'm not interested to take the sell from this 22 YT model. The reason is I have the buy side liquidity over here around this area, and this market fall may, it can be the liquidity taken. So this low is the liquidity market has cleared. Trade this old order block. See, market has taken some liquidity. Market structure shift, fair value gap, tap to this fair value gap, lowest down close body close candle order block. Right now it's trading the order block, mean threshold of the order block, it will start to go higher for this buy side liquidity. Just because of that, I'm not interested to push the button from here. From this bearish 22 YT model, I will go for the order block sell. If it come here and build a bearish order block, I'll take the sell from that bearish order block. অনেক সময় লাগবে কেন? SMT also. Wow, I didn't see that. Let me check it. I have the SMT over here. I didn't see that. Thank you, brother, for that information. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, that is also an extra confluences. I have also the SMT. So let's see if it can build the water block, come here and build the water block to give me the selling opportunity. I'm not interested to take the sell from here or anywhere of this area. If you want, you please go for that. You want to take the buy, please take that buy. Just don't force me, okay? If you force me, I will stop. I'll just make everything very bad. Otherwise, you see, outside of the live streaming, I'm showing you all the execution. I'm not hiding anything. It's not like paper trade. I reset and I'm showing that to you. It's not like that. Every day, I'm showing that all the entries, almost all the entries. Some, some small losses like break even, or maybe small losses, 2 3 handle losses. Maybe I don't share those to you, but ultimately the big losses, I mean big profits, I'm sharing with this to you. Just don't force me to go for buy or sell. If you're bullish, take the buy, man. I really appreciate it. I'm not always right. You're not always right. We all are wrong. Maybe I'm watching the market in a wrong way. You are in a right way. So go for the trade. Write down boom. We are going to celebrate that boom. I will take the entry. It's a boom. We are going to celebrate the boom. All we care, did we take the win or not? If it is a losing trade, we are gonna skip that. And we are only going to appreciate the winning trade. Guys, please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel. I know this all people, out of these people, 80% people are with me for so long, because I can see it's 84 people are watching, and I believe at least 60 people are watching me for a long time. So these 60 people who are with me for so long, don't forget to push the like button, please. And the rest 24 people who are not my subscriber, if you want, you can subscribe to our channel if you want. Yes, so up to buy side liquidity. That's cool, man. I didn't see that. Now I saw that. Yes, just took the liquidity. Thank you so much, Shirka. I was interested to take the entry from here, right? Market didn't came. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to take. I'm chase the market. I'm not interested to chase this market. What was the logic? That opening gap 50% or the upper quadrant was the logic. That market will fall from that area to until these areas. But it didn't do that. I'm not doing anything. Look at the 50-minute last few candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 1 hour and 30 minutes. Market is just doing this shit. And finally, it's falling without me. Yes, cool. Absolutely cool. Also from 15-second chart, there was nothing. Good. I'm going to remove this, okay? I'm happy that this lucid, you say this profit target is $250. This is the fun. Just $250. Come on, man. What the hell? You have to just meet the 40% consistency rules. 40%. So while you will keep trading, uh, it will, like yesterday it was 100% consistency. Now it's 60%. Tomorrow it will be maybe 40%. Tomorrow maybe I will make $300. It's gonna be like 40% discount. I mean, sorry, consistency, and then I'll be able to. I think after 3 days I'll be able to request the payout. So all I care, like how much I have paid for this. I think it was near about $400, something like that. All around, okay, near about $400. So if I can request $400, I'm happy with this account, and then boom. The market is falling. Good. Didn't provide me the opportunity, and I'm absolutely okay with that. Trade the upper quadrant of the opening gap. This is the upper quadrant, as well as this the bullish gap, hourly bullish gap. See this hourly bullish gap over here. Tap to the top of this hourly bullish gap. Let's see what it wants to do. Have the sell side liquidity here. So if the market fall and take that sell side liquidity, I'll be just one-sided, and that is bullish. There is no confirmed date or venue for possible US-Iran talks in Islamabad, and Iran has not yet agreed to talks, Pakistani officials. Yeah, Iran is not going to do that. They are the victims, so they are of course not going to talk about the peace anymore. Of course, as long as their conditions are not met, it's an uncertain condition, I believe so. This war is not going to be over until the Masjid al-Aqsa is not going to be destroyed fully. This all peace talk is shit dust. Do you think first present fair value gap will act as a breakaway gap? I don't think so. I'm bullish, brother. I'm just letting this market fall to trade the opening gap. This is the upper quadrant. This is the 50%. This is the lower quadrant of the opening gap. So it will trade this 50%. Trade take this sell side liquidity started to go higher. I'm more interested to take the buy for this buy side liquidity right here. That buy side liquidity. All of this buy side liquidity is my interest. At the same time, the first presented gap will be traded. What is the first presented gap? I guess. What is the first gap? I think this is the first presented fair value gap over here, if I'm not mistaken. So this already has been traded. This gap has been already traded. Of course, it's not going to work as a breakaway gap, I guess. Good morning, Seth Hunter. Seth Hunter. I remember your name, but I just don't remember who are you. However, thank you, brother, for being over here, man. If price close below 930 first fair value gap, no, I'm not going to take the sell. I have already told you that if I would love to take the sell, it has to come here. It will build the bearish order block. Then I will take the sell until this last gap. So it didn't do that. It didn't come here. It was highly, heavy, very heavy fall. Didn't give me the opportunity. Didn't take that sell. But I was only interested to take the sell if it could tap here without tapping to this gap over here. Tap here, build the bearish order block, took the sell from that bearish order block. But unfortunately it didn't do that. I'm gonna let this go. So I'm gonna let the market fall to take this sell side liquidity, trade the 50% of the opening gap, sorry, regular trading our opening gap, and then I'll start to look for the buy. The sell side liquidity here around this area, buy side is here. So this two line is my important line today. If the market take the sell side, I'll go for this buy side. If it reverse and take that buy side like liquidity, it's a difficult choice for me because there is another buy side liquidity which is also important. Can go for that. I'll take my decision depending on the candle close around the buy side. So I prefer this market to fall and take that sell side liquidity. It doesn't need to do that, but if it do that, that's the best case of scenario. There is some sell side liquidity as well. So while I am afraid that maybe this market will take this sell side liquidity, trade perfectly the 50% of the opening gap and then leave that sell side liquidity open, keep going higher. If it happens, I won't be able to trade this market. All I need exactly this. And I'm only interested to take entry around that area or maybe to the bottom of this area depending on the price action. If it happens, I'll go for the trade. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to touch this market. Any setup, anything, nothing. I'm just waiting. As long as this market is not going to provide me anything, I'm not going to touch it. You can go for anything you want to do. I'm not trading paper trade. I'm trading accounts, which is funded account, which is eval account. So I need to make sure that I'm not impulsive and I'm not taking any trade that is illogical to me. Yeah, I will do that. Illogical trade, I will take it actually only to this account over here. So if I see illogical trade and I'm just interested to go for that, of course I will go for that trade from this account, only from this account. And this account is almost 15 days I'm trading here. This account almost 15 days. time to relax, man. No panic, nothing. I know it will give me the opportunity here and there. So no panic. I wish there will be no internet problem, no internet issue. I believe so. But let's see. Can we say that the charts are more painful than the previous months now? No, can't say that. Now the charts are difficult to trade only the AM session. The AM session, yeah, it's too difficult. But PM session, Asia session, London session, 7 a.m., all of them are working like the market just so beautiful and precise over there. All the sessions except the AM session. AM session is so much painful. And yeah, what happened extra is sometimes suddenly there is a candle, 1 minute candle for 300 handle, 100 handle, 500 handle, 20 handle, like something like that. Sometimes this type of handles are coming. That is the only thing is painful. Otherwise, man, it's awesome. What I mean by say, what I mean by that, like here, when I took that entry from that order block, I had no idea from where this candle appeared on the chart. This candle is 42 handle, something like that. So that candle stopped me out. Otherwise, I would have a huge profit in this account. Yeah, 42 handle, something like that. Then I had to take the re-entry over there. But otherwise, my entry was so here around this area. I was able to catch the run until here. It could be a winning trade for like near about 60 handle. So instead of 60 handle, I had to be satisfied just 23 handle, unfortunately. Why it's not showing my, I'm in a wrong, I'm in a right account. Oh, okay, so it's actually in MNQ. That's it's not showing. So it's not bad price action, but only the morning session is bad. Hey Mick, how are you, sir? Flashing. What is flashing? Honestly, so annoying. Absolutely. The morning session is bit annoying. Hey Mick. Jamie, good morning, sir. How are you, sir? Understood. Thanks, Chitu. No problem, Sin. I hate it when I find great setup and then it runs off without you. It's true. To be honest, it's true, man. Dora, it's really so true. If you guys remember yesterday, while I was interested to catch that leg and it didn't take me, I was just feeling like, what the hell I'm doing? Remember this breaker block entries after all of this trade, and then when finally it came here, I was just interested to take the entry like this way from the order block, and this candle just needed to go one tick above, just one tick above. It didn't go, and my target was this lower quadrant, just one tick. It didn't take me just for one tick, and it's really so annoying when it didn't take you like that way. I'm just afraid that market is not going to take that sell side liquidity and reverse from there. If it happens, I'm not going to touch this market. I need to see this sell side liquidity to be taken. I'm talking about this relatively equal lows. So it has to be taken before going higher. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, it has cleared this relatively equal lows, trade the 50% of the opening gap, trade the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart here, and reversed from there. I'm gonna miss this trade. All the run toward the buy side, I'm gonna miss them because I don't want to take the buy while the sell side liquidity is over here. And this sell side liquidity is not even outside of the bullish PD array. It's also inside the bullish PD array. So I'll miss this trade. I told you everything before it appeared on the chart. But remember what I will do. You are not bound to do the same thing. You can go for the trade if you want. I'm just not going to take it. Sometimes ago, at the beginning of this stream, what did I say you? Remember? If you have the liquidity below the last fair value gap, if you have the liquidity below the last fair value gap, just going to mark it and gonna add this candle as well, extend it to my right. If you have that, always expect some sort of reaction from that last FBG. Even if it is not reversal, you will get that reaction that is more than enough for being profitable. So here, this is that order block, lowest down close body close candle order block, or the consecutive candle order block. Buy from here for this buy side liquidity from that specific candle from there. Like, sorry, not there, the lowest candle, of course, from here. Buy from there, you will get until the next period, maybe this bearish gap over here, until this bearish gap. Always you will get that reaction, and not always, I should not say like that way, but 90% of the time you will get that reaction from that area until the next period, which is this last gap from. Why 15-second chart? Because I'm using 1 minute last gap. If it was like 15-minute last gap, 1 minute gap would be like next period could be this area, right? This area, if it was the last parallel gap from 15-minute chart. So depending on the price action, which chart you are using to use that last gap. This is also that same last gap, same everything over here. You have any confusion? Is that something like as in hindsight? No, you have to just mark them, you have to catch them. So outside of the session, when I'm trading, sometimes you are seeing that entries, it doesn't make any sense to you. I'm just observing these last gaps, and I'm just doing it depending on the price action. Yes, to both sell side liquidity and buy side liquidity. It's difficult for me to use the SMT over here, brother, to be honest, because I'm bullish. So as I'm bullish, at the beginning, what did I say? I'm bullish. So as I'm bullish, I'm not interested to use it as an SMT. To be honest, brother, I don't wanna use it as an SMT. I'm better leaving this trade. I mean, I'm not taking this trade. Sell from here, buy from there. Both of them did not happen the way I was interested to see. It didn't came here. I missed the sell. It didn't take the sell side liquidity. I'm gonna miss this buy. Man, this is called like price action. This is called like bad luck. This is called like FOMO. This is everything. I'm just not interested to catch the run. That's all, brother. You wanna go? Please go for that. It could that we could take that liquidity. It could do that. If it could do that, I'm already in a trade from the order block. I'm already in a trade. But it left it. I'm not interested because I'm afraid it will take some liquidity, trade some bearish gap, and fall for the sell side liquidity. So I will better frame a sell if it come to this gap, or maybe it will come here, frame the sell. Not interested to take the buy after seeing this liquidity. You can use it, you can use the SMT, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not interested. And in my opinion, that is the fake SMT. So market will fall and take that liquidity. So I will try my level best to catch that fall, if I can catch that fall, at least from this gap or from that gap. Any of these two gap has to give me the selling opportunity. If it doesn't reach, I'm not going to touch it. Sorry, I'm missing the trade, but it's okay. If you ask me, I can go to the paper trade and then I can frame the trade. All the possible entry, I can push the button. I have no problem with the paper trade. But real account, no, I'm not interested to uh like fall into the FOMO trap. I hate you, NQ. Yeah, same plan as you just saying. It's annoying. Yeah, man. Bad luck. Just think like me, man. We are already profitable. 50 handle got profit already from the order block. If it could take that sell side liquidity, it didn't. I'm not interested to take the entry. Look at the ES. ES is still so heavy. Not interested to go higher. I believe this is the fake SMT. Time to see, does it want to fall from this gap or does it want to fall from that gap? So it will give me the setup and that will help me to decide which one I should give. This is the low, which is a valid swing low for shifting market structure. I'm gonna take the sell if it shift this low, swing low so far. Okay, if it build another swing low over here, of course I will use that swing low. Otherwise I will use this swing low as my market structure shift. I'll take the sell from the gap. I'll put my stop loss above the high. I'll see if I can catch that fall. I'm not interested to ask any of you to copy my trade. It's up to you, brother. If you feel good, go for the trade. If you don't feel good, don't take the trade. That's all. I need the market structure shift first. Come on. Without market structure shift, I'm not able to take that entry. And if it doesn't want to fall, I'm absolutely okay with that. And this is the difference in between the MNQ and NQ. In MNQ, you saw this high has cleared all other highs over here. But in NQ, market didn't clear that high. So still that high is intact over there. And here it has already cleared that high. So there is a small difference in between NQ and MNQ. Look at the ES, still so heavy, so heavy. And he's right here. Market has traded the 50% of the opening gap as well. Bit difficult, but an probability to me. It is that an MSS. Still, I didn't get any MSS. If you're asking about bullish MS market structure shift, yes, sir, you have the bullish market structure shift. But I'm not bullish, so I'm not interested to catch that buy run. I'm not taking the buy here. I could look for the buy if it cleared that liquidity. It didn't clear. I didn't take the buy. I am not interested to take the buy. I can't take the buy. If you can, please go for that. This is the swing low, which is a valid swing low for shifting market structure. If I get the market structure shift with a fair value gap, I'll take the sell from this area, from the fair value gap by putting my stop loss above this side. Okay, I got the market structure shift. That candle will close. I'll put my limit order over there.
Order filled.
Stop loss above this high, above that high. Market structure shift. Target profit the sell side liquidity over here a bit higher. And if it fall, I'll take the partial over here. Okay. 23 handle risk. If it doesn't work, I will get a 23 handle loss over there. It's gonna stop me out.
Order filled.
This gap, willing to take the sell from this gap. If it went through this gap and come back again to this gap, I'll look for the same sell from this gap if it doesn't want to fall from that gap. However, it stopped me out, but still respecting this gap. Let's see how it's going to stop over there. This gap was important to me because it was aligned with the high of the opening gap. This was the high of the opening gap. That's why I framed the trade over there, and after getting that market structure shift, if it doesn't want to fall from there, I will look for the fall from there. If it doesn't also fall from there, go and take that high, I will have to miss all of this trade. I'm not able to take the buy as the liquidity is over here. It's left open over there. Still the ES is bearish. It's not bullish yet. Any kind of selling opportunity I'll get over here, I'll go for that sell again. Whoever is bullish, please take the buy. I really appreciate it. Please take the buy. If you feel like this is a bullish market and you want to see this market will keep going higher, take the buy. Don't hesitate. Just take the buy. Wherever you feel good and you see the setup, go for the buy. I will try one more sell here uh, from this area. It can provide that sell as long as it's inside this gap over here. So one candle closed, next candle closed inside this gap, fake breakout, acceptable. From 15-minute chart, highest up close body close candle, which is a bearish order block that has traded this 15-minute bearish gap order block from bearish candle. We'll see if it can provide the entry from this bearish order block. If it will keep going higher, I'll let this go. I mean, just go and take the liquidity, buy side liquidity without me, no problem. From here, it didn't build, no problem. It will come here. I'll look for the sell again from that area. I just can't take the buy. Now, those people who are thinking that why this guy is not looking for the buy, I was looking for the buy. I was bullish. I need to take the buy, but unfortunately, it left that liquidity open over here. So while the liquidity is open over here, I'm not able to take the buy. My plan was, I clearly told you that this liquidity can be taken. Market can trade this 50% and then it can start to reverse. And if it do that, I will miss all the buy and I have to let all the buy go. So I need to look for the sell as long as this liquidity is not going to be cleared here. So two things I can do over here. First, I can let the fall go without taking any trade. I can let the fall go if it fall, and then I will frame the buy again. Or I can try to take that sell for the sell side liquidity, and I can be like say done for today, something like that. So I'll wait for the setup. If it provide the setup, I'll go for the trade. Yeah, I know Sujivan. I have already heard, I mean, watched that video, but I didn't observe that thing, so I didn't want to use that specific things. Okay, this is really awesome, but most of the time, like it didn't work for me. Okay, so the the time I saw, I used them. Like these things, I was talking about that because ICT recently talked about that. But unfortunately, like I don't believe in these things that much, okay, to be honest. Because from 50 minutes chart, you can see how beautifully this sell side liquidity has been built. One, two, three low. It's the strongest liquidity. The market has built this strongest liquidity. I don't want to believe this liquidity to be open over here. Instead of that, I'm just watching, can it go to the equilibrium area, to this range, equilibrium, or to the deep premium before falling. So first opportunity from this gap didn't work, no problem. I'm going to wait for this gap to be traded and look for the next entry from that gap. I'm going to remove this one. Here, man. I appreciate it, brother. Look, this account over here, I'm taking all the risk in this account. While I am bullish, I'm framing the sell. I'm trying to catch the sell from this account because I don't want to hurt those accounts. I want to pass them. In this type of scenario, why I'm doing that? First of all, if you are ever willing to go for a trade, what is not in your plan. For example, you are bullish, but you are going to take a sell because of the price action, because of anything. Try to do that with the paper trade. If it works, good. If it doesn't work, let it go. Or go with the accounts that's maybe, even if you hurt that account, not gonna hurt you that much. Like, the blue graded futures really so cheap. Like if you use the code T2 wizard, I guess it will cost like how much? I think $48, something like that. No activation fees, nothing. So to be honest, it's good to use one account to test the water. I know that some of you have a very tight situation, and you have no money to buy some accounts and to fill the market. In that type of scenario, you have to do that with the paper trade. Unfortunately, brother, you have to do that. Those people who wanna take the buy, please take the buy. I'm not interested to take the buy as long as this sell side liquidity is not going to be cleared. I will take the buy if I see the body close above this 50-minute gap, bearish gap. Then I'll try to take the buy. Until then, I'm not interested to take the buy. The market has not only traded the 50-minute bearish gap but also traded the low of this old hourly bearish gap. Both of them has been traded even though it didn't trade this area. I don't need that as well. Mhm. Just think like that way, brother. It's really difficult to trade this morning session, every day morning session. Just think like that way. It has taken this sell side liquidity and then gave us this run. Where are we already? We're already in a huge profit. Huge profit. Come on. But unfortunately, it didn't do that. I was afraid of this and it happened actually. ICT has recently talked about that. So it came to this gap. Now it's time to see if it can provide any sort of selling opportunity again. The same logic I have used here. I'm gonna use the same logic over here to take the sell. Any sort of bearish 22 item model, I'll take that sell again from this gap. If it went through this gap, maybe it will go for this buy side liquidity. I'll let this go. Any sort of bearish model, I'll take that sell. I'm cool, Sachin. How are you, brother? stupid market. Come on, brother, make something for us. Look at the ES is still bearish. Is ES doesn't have the speed go toward the buy side liquidity where NQ actually went a bit higher, but ES didn't do that yet, not yet. Let's see. This is the gap you are seeing. Market is trading right now. This gap and that gap are the same gap, where ES is too far from that gap. Okay, if this candle close below this candle, I'll take the sell from this order block. Okay, and from here, if I get the market structure shift, unfortunately I don't have any. It's gonna be difficult for me to take the decision over here because this is the most swing low. But if it is the swing low, I won't be able to catch the sell because the stop loss is gonna be too big. I do.
Order filled. Order filled.
Happened. It stopped me out again. Volatility. I will add more actually. If it has started to fall, then I will add more. As I have both buy side and sell side liquidity, I'm just not what to say. I'm not getting the things I needed over here, like the perfection. I'm not getting that, so I'm just waiting to see if this gap is really would love to hold the market. That gap, I'm not able to add more, so it will close below this gap. I'll add more over here with this gap and target this gap. Perfectly respected the 50%, tap to the high. No need to hold it for this area anymore. Cover it now. I will add more while this market is going to close below this gap one more time. So fake breakout, confirmation of the breakout, tap to this gap, I'll add more over there. Man, I'm not feeling good to hold it, to be honest. Respecting this gap, so I should have closed the trade. Let me see if I can trail this stop. I'm just not feeling good to hold this trade anymore. The way it should respect, it doesn't respect like that way. I'm not interested to hold this trade anymore. This 15-minute candle over here, it has opened, went higher, trade the quadrant level, perfect. If it doesn't fall right now, I'll get stopped out. I should have closed it right now, but I'm not able to close the trade inside the entry. I always feel like after closing the trade, it will go toward my direction. That's why I don't close the trade. It's my mental situation. It's my problem, my psychological problem. I can't handle this. So I'm gonna hold it and I'm trying to trail the stop loss. If I can trail the stop loss, I'll trail the stop loss. But just not going to close the trade. And as you can see, it's just 2 micro contract entry. Even if it got stopped out over here, perfectly okay. So either it will fall or I'll get stopped out. Because this gap is holding the market. I'm not happy to see this gap to hold the market. I got stopped. It should have closed below this gap. I could have added more over there. It didn't do that. So bad. Right? Right account. Gap is holding the market. Still bearish. But doing this drama. Mhm. Why you are doing this drama? I know you will fall. Why this drama? Service. Okay, I'll stay over here as long as it's not going to provide me the next opportunity. By the way, if it closes above this last gap, I will immediately take the buy from the last gap to until this buy side liquidity. That's for sure. As long as it's not going to close above this gap, I'm not interested to take the buy. I will try to look for some short. And I'll go for one micro contract, two micro contract, as long as it will not start to fall. When it will start to fall, I'll add more. So if it doesn't work, I'll get a small loss. When it will work, I'll get a huge profit. That's the plan. Now it's not going up. See, come on, brother, go up.
Order filled.
I'm observing the price. Okay, I know that my stop loss is around 503. So if it go to the 503, I'll get stopped out over here. So as long as it's not going to go to the 503, I'm good with the trade. Okay, so over here, so I don't need to stay over here to see that did I get stopped out over here or not. Say 503.75 is my stop loss. I can simply watch the price over here 503. What is it? Because I'm planning to sell from the order block again, from the same order block, even though it's taking a bit more time, but it's okay. I'll go for the sell one more time while it will provide me that opportunity. And my target is 437, which is around here somewhere. So while it will fall around this area, this trade will be closed automatically. I will only take the buy if this gap is broken by the, like closed here, then I'll take the buy. Oh man, I have to switch the account because otherwise I'll push the button here and then I will not be able to hold the trade. Come on, baby, you're not afraid not to fall, you not hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I want, baby, baby, I don't want to, baby, let this go actually. So, like annoying price action, like suddenly started to do all of this consolidation over here.
Order filled.
Why, market? Why? Why did you go over there and stop me out before falling or before going higher? I'm lost. You said you were bullish for the buy side, but you keep taking sells. Yes, brother. Unfortunately, that's why I'm not taking huge risk, brother. One micro contract, two micro contract. It left that sell side liquidity open over there. I'm not still happy to see this liquidity to be open over there. I'm not interested to see this buy side liquidity to be taken. Yeah, I will go for the buy if it close above this last gap. So sell from this area, sell from that area. If it doesn't work, closed above this last gap, we'll take the buy from there for the buy side liquidity. The run will be like here, here, just 33 handle. And of course, I'll go with the maximum levers over there. So while I'm selling, I'm doing the less my contract size, one micro contract, two micro contract, three micro contract. But if I take the buy, depending on that last gap, I'll take the buy with the five micro contract, something like that. However, that was not my plan to take the buy. But yeah, I mean, sorry, my plan was buy, but the price action is didn't give me the opportunity to take the buy.
Order filled.
I'm getting ready to take the buy. If it close above this gap, I'll take the buy from there. As long as it's not going to close above this, I will keep looking for the selling opportunity. Another market structure shift, another fair value gap, another entry by putting the stop loss above the high. All the opportunities market is going to provide me over here, I'll try to catch them. When it will go toward my direction, I'll add more. As long as it's not going, I'll go with the smallest levers possible. This is difficult price action, but the price action around the other session, like except the morning session, all other price action is really so beautiful. Oh man, it's the NQ contract. Come on, brother. It's the NQ contract, not the MNQ. I'll move toward that MNQ while the market will close. If it close above this last gap, as long as it's not going to close this last gap, I'm still bearish from this last gap until this sell side liquidity over here. So what the hell is this? Why every day? Why every day? And then suddenly, doom, 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 doom. Hate this. 1 minute chart is absolutely disaster. So I can't frame any sort of sell, at least not from here. From 1 minute chart, I can't do that because this is really disaster. So I can only take the buy if it inverts this last gap. That means it closed above this last gap, tap to this last gap. I'll take the buy from this inverse gap, from the last variable gap. But selling from 1 minute chart, I'm not able to take the sell anymore. Like look at the price action, it's really disaster. Even if it fall until some sort of liquidity, I won't be able to take the sell from 1 minute chart. I'm only able to take the buy if it closes above this last gap. I think it stopped me out here again. No, it didn't yet. I was afraid that it will even if it can fall, it can take that high one more time. The way it's doing, like take the high, then fall. Take the high, then a little retrace. And this time like this. Is it a good price action? No. Price action is not good because it's not taking the liquid, it's not reacting the way it should react, it's just making disaster. Look at the 15-second chart, all of this disaster. And in a point of interest, if this disaster happened here, there's no problem. Here, no problem, but it is happening inside a point of interest. That's the hard part. So if my stop loss was just one tick above this high, I would have already got stopped out all, I mean over here already. What do you want to do, my brother? Wanna go higher to take that buy side liquidity? I'll take you. This time it got, no, it didn't get me yet. If it is a loss, it's gonna be $106 loss. So 154, 106, so almost $260 loss over here in this account, right? The previous account, I just told you that this 55, I don't really care about that. But this account, I'm really curious if I can make it a funded account. So if it is a loss, it's gonna be $260 loss. I'm gonna stop over there. This account I'm trading over here, I have $31 loss. And other accounts, of course, it's I'm not going to touch it. This one I'm not going to touch it. This one I still didn't take any trade here. And this one, so far, I'm just $31 loss. It's absolutely good, man. As long as I'm like 200 $300 loss, I'm cool with that.
Order filled.
This time I got stopped out here, I know. Come on, brother. Disgusting. Everything wasn't planned, but the way this market worked, let me go all of this thing. not here. Here. First, while this market fall, there was a gap. I told that if it come here and build the order block, I'm able to take the sell from here until the gap over here, this last gap. Perfectly market fall never gave me the opportunity to take the sell from this order block because market didn't come over here. Then I told that if it take that liquidity and then give me any sort of buying opportunity, I'll take the buy. No sell, nothing, nothing, nothing. I'm bullish. I want to take the buy. Worst case of scenario, it will clear this liquidity, trade this gap, and is sorry, not the gap, trade the 50% of the opening gap, and then started to go higher. I won't be able to catch any short of this buy because anytime this market will start to fall. First opportunity from here, next opportunity from there, and right now market is trading the last gap. So every time, I mean, until the last period is not broken, there is a high probability this market will fall and take this sell side liquidity. I can't take this risk. I have to either let this go, fall, or I have to try to take some trade around that area. So I have tried here, it didn't work because this is a disaster and I didn't hurt my account at all. Like $263 loss, it's absolutely good for a 50k account. I'm not going to touch this account, at least not now. I'll go for some trade around the PM session here as well because uh like it is also like near about very long time. Okay, so I really don't want to lose this trade and it stopped me out here by that specific candle. Now it's this bullshit market is falling. This is really so difficult because the PDRs are broken, was broken, was broken, was broken, was broken, and then when it is going to fall, I'm not allowed to take any trade over here. This is why this is very annoying. This is very like can't trade this market. So I'm not able to enter over here anymore because I've already taken my maximum losses over here. And that last boom, poop, poop, just poop to me, and now maybe it will fall. But it's okay. I can't take that trade anymore. Here, I am not able to take any sell from 1 minute chart. The reason is just look at this price action. Can you take the sell? Can you take the buy? I can't. At least not from here. Can't. So I have to let this go as long as it's not coming back again into a good mood to fall or to go to rise up. Not trading new work session anymore. Go back to the Asia session 7 to 9:30. I'm saying this to you. Don't take the trade. Just don't take the trade. Watch the market. You even can, yeah, you will miss some trade, but even if you miss the trade, but this price is so beautiful. I mean, so beautiful. All of these accounts are like lot of days you are seeing that I'm already done trading around the session of Asia. Already I'm done my trading. All the profit is done already in the Asia session. But this AM session bit difficult for last few days. It's really so difficult. Oh man, I have to switch this account, otherwise I'll blow this account. I don't want to blow that account. Come on, baby, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, I think Suzivan's 11 a.m. reversal is coming, but unfortunately that specific week stopped me out here. Here. Oh man, just for a bit. It could let me open, okay? It could leave it open and then it could fall. Could do that. My Alpha Capital account. Okay, you retracted message. 15-minute high is still holding the market. I'm seeing it. High is still holding the market. Good. Disgusting price. Also, I don't have the fair value gap. I don't have anything over here. My Alpha Futures account has been traveling for 6 months. You are patience trader. 6 months. Come on. a long period of time. You're ready for making some money, sister. 99% of the people won't be able to survive for 1 month, 20 trading days. 99% of the people. So if you are started trading, first focus on being survived for at least 20 trading days and then think about the profit. If you can't survive for 20 trading days, man, how can you make the payout even if you pass the accounts? So if you are surviving here for at least 20 trading days, get ready for getting payout. But the price is difficult, man. I'm one of them, lol. Yeah, I know, brother. A lot of people are struggling with that. 20 trading days. Just survive for 20 trading days. Then think about payout. This is really so disgusting. It stopped me out twice, 3 times, then it's falling. Seriously? I hate you, market. I hate you. Like, it's unnecessary. This small price action is absolutely unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. Do you know why? It has already traded the high. It has traded the 50%. It has already traded the 50%. It doesn't need to come back again over here. It doesn't need to come back over here and go again above the gap. It doesn't need to do that. It should fall without coming here. But it's okay. This is what we are dealing with. Let's see if it can close above this gap now to take the buy. I'm only thinking about buy right now because I'm not able to take the sell around this area. Even if it keep falling, I'll let this fall go. So I have to look for the buy now. While when the market will close one tick above this gap, I'll take the buy from this to the top of this gap until this buy sell liquidity. I'm not saying that it's going higher. I'm saying it can keep falling, but I'm not able to take the sell. I have to let the sell go. I have to take the buy. My entry was, where was my entry? Exactly over here. That was my entry, and stop loss was above here. This is the candle did the damage. It hit my stop loss. That's why sometimes I feel like market maker can see my stop loss, hit my stop loss. Now liquidity is here. Bullshit. Oh man, I'm feeling so thrilled, so thrilled. Okay, to be honest, man. High of this 50-minute gap is holding the market. Still, it's holding the market over here. So nobody has closed above the 50-minute bearish gap. Still, it's holding the market. Hourly last gap constant crossment is still holding the market. 1 minute last fair value gap from here is still holding the market. Everything is holding the market. They need to be broken. Go higher. But I'm not thinking it's going to happen. Just it didn't let me enter. That's all. Key point that ICT tells us is time. We usually overlook the highly important key element of trade setup. We should be looking for setups during macro times only. I agree with you, sir. Here the PDRS was good. I mean, yeah, you can look for the time for the speed. Okay, you can look for the time for the speed only. The time is only important for the speed. So until that time, market can consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. It doesn't mean that until time is not arriving, the market will just like disrespect the PDRS. No, it's not like that way. It should respect the PDRS. Yeah, I can see that it's respecting the PDRS as well. But still, Suzy one, like I don't think so. This was important. I like look at this specific candle. It was not important to me. I don't need to think about this candle because that week over here because it has already done the job over here with the top of this hourly last gap. So here is only one way, go above this gap, and that is it wanna close above this gap. If it close above this gap, it means it's going to go higher to take that buy side liquidity. Now it doesn't need to do that over here, in my opinion. So speed actually come around with the time. PDRS respect any time, but speed comes with the time. Top of the hour, middle of the hour. This is the two time where you will get the speed. 99% of the time. But PDRS should be respected the way we should expect it's gonna be respected. However, this is that same gap we are talking about. This gap here and here, they are the same gap. ES still didn't reach over here to this gap. Time for longs, I don't have that speed, brother. I can't take the long while I'm seeing that clearly. There is no hiding. There is no, the sunglass, nothing. I can clearly see that it's holding the market. I don't have the gut to take the buy. And while I'm seeing this is happening over here as well, I'm seeing this gap has been broken as in what to say, I mean the fake breakout, and holding the market for the next few times is still leaving the liquidity. I am not happy with that. Still, I'm not bearish. Sorry, bullish. I'm only interested to take the buy if it closes out this last gap. Then I'll push the button from here onto this buy side liquidity. All 33 handle. Good. Go. I'll keep it one because I am not sure that I will remember to switch the account or not, because I'm waiting now. If I push the button from here, I want to make sure that the mistake is going to happen with one mini contract, not two mini contract. Because while the time will come, I am just not sure. I have done already 3 to 4 times mistake. You remember yesterday the fall appeared, like the big fall yesterday. I pushed the button with mini contract and then closed the trade immediately. And then the market keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. But I was not able to in this trade because I mistakenly pushed the button over here and I am already late. I was late to push the button on MNQ chart. So I had to close the trade and watching. So just I'll make sure that even if I do mistake, it's gonna be one mini contract. By the way, if you wanna go for the buy, please go for that. I'm still not thinking about the buy. I need to see some sort of liquidity to be taken. Even if it failed to take, I am believing this is going to be taken, this sell side liquidity. But even if it failed to take that liquidity, these liquidities should be taken before going higher. I'm now feeling so bad actually. I got the top. Unfortunately, this is what it is. Sell from there. Oh god. Oh man, that was awesome. Is this easy price action? No. Is that difficult price action? The most difficult price action. But around the PM session, around the lunch hour, around the Asia session, around the London session, around the AM session, 7 AM kill zone, and the price action is so beautiful. Just fall. I hate this market. I hate this market. So finally, it has used this candle as an water block. Seriously? Seriously? I hate you, market. Fake breakout of this gap, confirmation of the breakout of this gap. This one should be unfilled until the liquidity is not taken. And after clearing this liquidity, the next target is this sell side liquidity over here. I'm not able to catch the sell anymore from here. So that was my plan. But as you see, okay, this was really disaster price action. I never framed the buy. I took some sell here. I think took a sell here. What was that here? I took a sell here, did some shit here, and finally got the run over there. So if it wouldn't stopped me out and then fall, I could add more over there, while it was started to go toward my direction. And I was clearly seeing that how beautifully it was breaking the bullish PD array. I was very, it was very easy to add more for this sell side liquidity. That could be the target. It's difficult price action. You have to accept that. Did I over leveraged? No. Did I do the tilting? Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell? No. I know what I'm doing. But the price was exhausted, stopped me out. Good. I didn't hurt myself. Simple. Like $31 loss. Do you think I will be able to mitigate this loss, $31? If I don't push the button from here, of course, okay. If I mistakenly push the button over here, I think that's that can be difficult. But if I go to the micro contract, if I don't forget to switch to micro contract, and can I mitigate that $31 loss? Can I mitigate that $263 loss? I don't think so. It's gonna be a difficult job. And another account, I even didn't touch it. Still, I didn't even touch it. This one. See here, I have already $1,300 profit over here already from previous market. So it's going to fall for this sell side liquidity. So I could take the partial over here. I could hold the trade for this sell side liquidity. Two opportunities, either from this area or from that area. These two opportunities to go for the sell for this sell side liquidity. Very clean, very easy, very perfect. But the price, disaster. I have nothing to do over here, man. I am not used to see this type of price action. Maybe you have seen, so it's easier for you, but not for me. I don't need this market to fall for this sell side liquidity. I could close the trade anywhere here. It's gonna be a profitable trade. From there to until here, 86 and also forth. Unfortunately. Lost my account, lol. In my head, good, my trading was done. Lost my account. I, I have really nothing to say, brother, because it's near about 3 years where I'm showing this to you. If it is an high probability, perfect setup, everything is good. Is that perfect setup? No. Why? I have the buy side liquidity, I have the sell side liquidity. None of this buy or sell is gonna be an high probable trade. Just clear that sell side liquidity. I'm gonna go the buy with high probability, with the highest levers possible. For me, my account support, I could take that buy after clearing the sell side liquidity. Market didn't do that. It's a low probable area. So if I go for the buy, I'll go for the lowest levers possible. If I go for the sell, I'll go for the lowest levers possible to sell. If you go for that, you are going to take some losing trade. Of course, 100, 200, $300 loss, you are going to take it because this is difficult price action. But blowing account, I don't think so. Yeah, if I blow out my mind, then I'll blow out the accounts. Mhm. Has fallen, but without me. See you, man. I'll see you. Come on. Is there anyone who believed in me and got that sell and is still in this trade? Is there anyone? Or every single one of you are thinking that this guy is doing crazy. I was not doing crazy. I was explaining the price action. It was bit difficult, and for the final time, it took me over here. Unfortunately, this is unfortunate. I promise you, brother, it's unfortunate. Is there even a single person who got that fall? This was really, really, really calculative price action. It's not kind of like twice. Yeah, of course, the body has closed above this last gap. Then it didn't take this liquidity. Instead of that fall happened. Oh man, that is disaster. That's real disaster. We had an inside day yesterday, so far we are having another inside day of yesterday's inside day. So even what is going to happen next, brother? I have really no idea. Don't chase the market. Don't take the sell. Don't chase the market. If you chase the market, it's gonna destroy you. If you chase the market, either try to catch the run at the beginning or let the market go. Don't touch it. I am in a red. It's not paper trading, it's real money. And I am in a red. Okay, so let me come over here. I'm also in a red here, $31. I'm also red here. I'm not chasing the market. I'm not pushing the button. I'm not interested to go any kind of trade over here from here. So please stop chasing the market. You are in red, stop over there. Come back tomorrow. Today, let it go. Come back tomorrow. Trading is not pushing button. Trading is not to push the button. No, there is no long, brother. A simple question. Why do you want to take why do you want to take the long here? What do you have here? What do you have that's going to help you to take the long? I had the bearish gap, which is the last gap, as well as also the order block with the last gap. I had the area here to sell, take the sell. What do you have here? I had the 15-minute bearish gap. I had the hourly bearish gap. I had all of these things over there. I had the sell side liquidity over here. What do you have over here to take the long? Do you still believe that this market will go higher and take this buy side liquidity by leaving this sell side liquidity open over there? By seeing this ES doing this over here. ES is doing like all the time. ES is showing the weakness all the time. While this NQ was extremely bullish, it was showing the bearishness to you. Still, you believe that this is going to go higher and take that buy side liquidity. I don't believe. I don't believe. I'm looking this sell side liquidity, but unfortunately, I'm not able to enter over here. I have to wait for some sort of buy side liquidity to be taken at first. Then I'll see if it can fall and if I can take a sell. I don't have a last fair value gap as well. Last bullish fair value gap. Like here, I have the bearish gap. So I was saying that if this gap is broken, I'll take the buy from here to here for this buy side liquidity. I also don't have the bullish fair value gap over here that I could use to be broken to take the sell for this sell side liquidity. I don't have that as well. So why do you think that it's gonna go higher? Of course, it can go higher, and if you find the good setup, go for that trade. I don't see any logic to take the buy over here. Inversion fair value gap as your point of interest, you can do that, brother. I actually use the inversion fair value gap for execution, not for my point of interest. I didn't have the point of interest until this area. Now I have the point of interest over here because this hourly bullish gap, I have the point of interest right now. But taking buy is risky, man. I'm more interested to see this sell side liquidity from the beginning. Yeah, after clearing this sell side liquidity, I'm bullish. There you go. There you go. My entry was here. Oh man, disaster. Midnight open hit perfectly at 24,381. Okay, what is the sell side? Where is the sell side? Done. It's time to see if it can provide a buying opportunity now, or does it want to keep falling? I know you love to judge me, but it is not a good reaction or good price action over here. It didn't respect the way I see market to respect. I'm not in this trade. This is my bad luck. It is red, it should be huge green. Take the partial here and then hold the trade by trailing the stop loss until the sell side liquidity. Man, I'm in heaven. Unfortunately, this didn't work. And I'm not able to take the buy as well from here. Casting. I will try to take the buy from now. Are you kidding, brother? You are taking buy? Yes, sir. Wow, so it worth putting stop loss at the main high. Uh, what should I say, sister? Here, you see, I tried every single way, even not above the real high, but also like, what should I say, above this high. I don't see any logic to put the stop loss above this high. I don't see any logic, but yeah, it worked like that way. What can I do? What can I do? Oh man, I've done the mistake already. Sorry, sorry. It will, if it go higher, I'll close the trade. I have to switch the account. Oh man. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Go to the break even. If it go below this low, I'll close the trade with a huge loss. Oh man, I was afraid of this. The break even. Go to the break even. Go to the break even. Go to the break even. One more time. One more time. One more time. Just go to the break even. Come on, brother. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Go a bit more, bit more, bit more, more. Sorry, I should have pushed the button from here. I have to switch the account as soon as possible. I believe that I'm not going to miss that opportunity. I don't know that it will be back or not. This is happening with me for so long. Lowest down close, body close candle, water block. Wanted to catch the run from this top of the means the opening of this candle. So tap to that candle one more time, one more time, one more time. On brother, 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 please, please, please. I made a mistake, so give me one more opportunity. Give me one more opportunity, please, 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 please. Let me see how much I am in loss already. Wow, it is 100. Oh man, oh man, that's cool. Oh, oh. Okay, I missed this trade, I guess. Because if it closed this gap 100%, I won't be able to catch this trade. I mean, trade anymore. Bad luck. Again, I did the mistake. You like, I don't know how you will see, but this happened. Okay, oh, man. If I wouldn't close the trade, that could be awesome. Just here to here, it's $110. Oh, now it will never give me the opportunity again. If it closed this gap 100%, I'm not able to take this trade anymore. If it touch this line, I'm not able to take this trade. So let's see if it can take me. Boom for me today. Thanks, Tito. You're most welcome. The market is running on news. Yeah, of course, brother. The market is running on news. This market is driven by Trump by himself. He's a businessman. He's making billion of the dollars from this market. He is the one who is actually moving the market right now. Oh man, now I'm feeling very disaster. Okay, I'm my mental condition is now going to be broken. Because I wanted to take the entry from the water block. That was the opportunity. Now, if it doesn't give me the entry, this is the next opportunity. If it also doesn't want to give me the entry, this is really shit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. If you touch it, I'm not able to take this trade anymore. Disgusting. Why I was in NQ1, man? Come on. I hate you. Let me see if NQ1 has already tapped over there or not. It didn't tap. Oh, by the way, why this high? Because this is the high of the 15, I mean, sorry, that hourly bullish gap high is over here. So it can be respected, okay? And also the upper quadrant of the opening gap. So this market fall came to this lower quadrant and cleared the sell side liquidity. Now what the market is going for? This buy side liquidity. Entry is from this order block. I pushed the button. Unfortunately, I was in NQ, so it's absolutely gambling. I could let the run go, but if I'm wrong, you see $360 just for this fall. $360 I was in loss. So I have to take the entry from MNQ. The trade was like this. From here, stop loss below this area, partial, target is to the top. Until this partial is 71 handle. More than enough for being profitable. Even if I go for 2 micro contract, it's gonna be $300, something like that. I don't need anything. So now I'm not able to take this trade anymore. Bad luck. I will say, like, I should have moved the what to say, I mean the mini contract micro contract beforehand. But I didn't do that. Any of you got that buy, by the way? I got a buy from 15-second inversion fair value gap. Awesome, brother. Awesome. You have done a good job, man. You have done a good job. Is there anyone who got that buy, who believed that T2 is saying something very logical? So it's going to take that liquidity. After that, it's going to go toward that buy side liquidity. So I have to wait for this market to fall from there to until the liquidity is going to be cleared. Any sort of buying opportunity from the beginning of this run is your highest opportunity to take the buy, the best opportunity to take the buy. Come on. Yep, guys, I'm done. Okay, so I'm not going to take any trade right now. I don't think so. It's a good idea. But now the buy side is on the queue. Okay, all the buy side is on the queue right now. All of this buy side liquidity here, they're on the queue. This was really awesome. This was absolutely awesome. But unfortunately, you know, the price is bit here. It's good. I did the mistake. But I'm still happy, okay? Even if I closed the trade, my loss has been mitigated. I had $31 loss. It's $110 profit, right? Perfect gambling. I didn't do it intentionally, okay? I forgot to, sorry, move the the chart. I just pushed the button. And let me see where is the profit in this account, Lucy Trading. My portal, trash, dashboard, details. In this account, I didn't take any trade today yet. I'll see that later. The account I'm talking about. $110, right? I had a $170 profit actually. Still $60 less. I'll go for this trade because I've already been here for how many days? 13 trading days already. So I'm almost nearly the end of the time. So I have to go with the bigger target, bigger stop loss, like 500 maximum, 500, 600 stop loss. Target can be like 6, 7, 800, whatever I get. But most of the time I'm doing all of these mistakes. I forgot to move the chart and I have to close the trade prematurely. I've shown that to you yesterday as well, fortunately. I'm done looking at charts today. Nothing but confusion. Where was the confusion, brother? Please, can you please precisely tell me where was the confusion? Where was the confusion? Please let me know that. Boom for me too. Thank you, Jamie, for getting that boom. At least some of you got that boom. Where was the confusion? I'm gonna close the stream, but before closing the stream, I'm gonna talk about this a bit over here. There was no confusion. Those people who were confused, I don't know why you were confused. This market, I have this buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity, clean highs over there around this area, absolutely over here, right? Here, this is the sell side liquidity. I'm I was pushing the button here in this account, which I think it's already blown, I guess. I think so. Let me see if it is blown or not. Let me see. Okay,
Order filled.
not blown yet. Sorry,
Order filled.
but it's blown already. But this is the only account which I was interested to see fill the market. This one. This is a real account. I'm interested to pass this account over here. All of these three accounts here. This is the funded account. Leave me. It's the funded account. Okay. See here, Lucid funded here. That account I'm talking about. This is the funded account. This one is the Eval account. The first one. This one is the Eval account. This one is also the Eval account. In this Eval account, I have $1,300 profit. This account, I have like $1,000 profit, something like that. All of these accounts, I'm yes, just one account. I was just when I was pushing button here. I was not interested to get the boom or something like that. I needed to fill the market by this account. It's something you will understand slowly. You have to you have to fill the market. There is no other way. Either you have to fill it through the paper trade or the small account. Okay. I was doing it with the paper trade, but I was not getting anything. So that's why I bought this account. Later, I bought this account, the lower account, where I have like $1,200, sorry, $200 so far the profit over here, and all other accounts over here. However, let me tell you what was the trading over here. Buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity over here. This low, that low, sell side liquidity over here. Market open here, 9:30 market open, started to go higher. Okay, good. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Trade the last fair value gap. Market structure shift. What did I say? Market will come here to this gap, specifically to this gap, which is the 22 YT model bearish gap. It will tap here. I'm not interested to push the button from here. We'll wait for the order block to be created to take the sell. Didn't tap here. Keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. Came to another last fair value gap, bullish gap. Sell side is still over there. Market started to go higher. I'm not interested to take the buy. I'm pretty much confident market is not going to take this buy side liquidity. It will fall again. From where? Either to the 50% of this range, which is here, this gap, or from this gap over here, around this area. Market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap, small gap, breakaway gap. High of the origin high that has cleared all this buy side liquidity has been cleared over here. From 1 minute chart, coming from the 1 minute chart, forget about the 15-second chart. Coming from the 1 minute chart, market came here to this gap, specifically to that gap. Was there any 1 minute setup? No setup. What I was doing here in 15-second chart, I was trying to catch some short from there. 15-second chart. From 1 minute chart, nothing. Market come back again to this area around here to this specific gap, not the last gap, specifically that gap. I was interested to take the sell from the order block. So that was the consecutive order block. This candle, that candle, consecutive order block. This candle closed below this consecutive order block. I didn't take this sell because I was in a trade here, so I didn't take it. But for example, think like this is my trade. It's a losing trade. So one trade is a losing trade. Logic is same. Market is not going to take the buy side liquidity as long as it's not going to close above the last gap. If it closes above this last gap, market is going to take that buy side liquidity. Go back again, come here, highest up close body close candle. I was in 15-second chart, watching the 15-second chart, trade the last gap, didn't violate the 22 YT model high. This is the 22 YT model high, highest up close body close candle. After this candle been validated as an order block, this is the next candle that has been validated as an order block. Except this candle, there is no other order block. I'm only interested to take the entry from the order block because I'm watching the price action from here. Now I've seen that market didn't clear this liquidity. Highest up close body close candle, order block, has been validated by this specific candle as an order block. Tap to this order block over here. See this order block? Low has been violated by this low, this candle. The very next candle, tap to this order block, highest up close body close candle. So let's see. This was the first trade. Stop loss should be above the order block, 19 handle. Target sell side liquidity. You don't need to hold it until this area. I'm just, for the sake of this conversation, I'm doing that. Next candle is here. That candle validate as an order block. Stop loss 1 tick above this order block, which is here. So it should be a bit higher because the low of this order block. And for the sake of this conversation, target is sell side liquidity. I'm just putting it here just because of the sake of this conversation. You don't need to hold it until that area. Even if you are in this trade, you will never get the opportunity to get stopped out by trailing the stop loss as well, because this was really so fast market. Even if you trail the stop loss, it would hit your target without anything over there. One loss, one profit over here. I was in a trade here, exactly over here on 15-second chart. That week just stopped me out, and then keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, never went higher again. Keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. Okay, what happened? Cleared this sell side liquidity. Now brother, it's a random level? Of course not. This is 1 minute last fair value gap. This is a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. This is inside the hourly bullish fair value gap. Every kind of point of interest you have over there. Let me show that. See this hourly bullish gap? Let me show that. See this 15-minute bullish gap and 1 minute chart. Below this sell side liquidity, this is that 1 minute bullish gap. Lowest down close body close candle is your order block, has been validated. Tap to this order block, start to go higher. Where? Buy side liquidity is over there. Did you take this buy? Good. Take the partial over the here? Good. Hold the trade for this buy side liquidity over there. Where is the confusion? Now you will say that, brother, price is bad. I agree with you. There is no confusion. This is really a bad price action, because as I explained, it was not necessary. I never see it was necessary. Now it happened over here. What can I do, man? That's why I was not taking huge risk over here. I was taking small risk. Unfortunately, I didn't push the button from the micro contract, and you saw that I was trying to catch the run even from the gap before tapping over here. It didn't also give me the opportunity because I did a mistake over here. I went with the trade with mini contract. I'm not interested to hold that trade, because if it doesn't work, if I'm wrong, it's gonna be like, man, 26 means like $520, something like that loss. I don't want to take that risk with mini contract. So I closed the trade, went to micro contract, tried to push the button from the fair value gap by covering the order block open. It also didn't give me the opportunity over here. What can I do? I had nothing to do. The market is going higher. Where it is reaching for? Buy side liquidity. All of this buy side liquidity is calling, come back, come back, come back, Jack, Jack, come back, come back, come back, something like that. It's just asking you to come toward me. This is that sell I took here from the order block that didn't work, got stopped out, and later this order block worked so beautifully. It's difficult with to see all of this price action with one chart. I agree with you, but here nothing was wrong, nothing was confusing. Our bias was not confusing. I was bullish. There was nothing wrong with that. But I switched the bias to bearish while I have seen that this didn't clear the liquidity. So I was not interested to see this market will clear that buy side liquidity. If it closed above the last gap, yeah, I will take the buy. So I tried one loss, it's break even. Okay, don't judge me with this trade. I didn't take the partial around the logical level, so I put instead of taking the partial, I trailed the stop loss to the break even, because before even the market open, I wanted to see the liquidity to be cleared so that I can be like one-sided leg, one-sided. but it didn't do that, got stopped out to the break even. It was a 22 handle run. However, do that, good. I'm going to go for that. It's not confusing, but the price was difficult here. While it came to the point of interest, where I'm interested to take entry, point of interest, it was difficult here, this price action. Here, this is the point of interest. Is that difficult? No, good price action. Okay, just explain, okay, brother? I'm not saying uh, something, I'm not judging anything, I'm just saying it's not confusing. It was good, but we are impulsive. We are not allowed to, we are not going to allow ourselves to be patient. Nothing but confusion. Okay, bro, you're trading to pass. Okay, it's inversion fair value cap entry after liquidity sweep is working, but the fair value gap is too wide. True. The market came down 232 points just to take the liquidity and bounce from now here nowhere. It's not bouncing from nowhere. It's bouncing from logical level, brother. I have shown that already. I took the entry in the order block. You are the best teacher ever. Thank you, Jamie. Unfortunately, I was not with you because I was in NQ chart. If I were with you in the NQ chart, even I wouldn't close the trade. Now I'm feeling like I shouldn't close the trade. I should have hold the trade. Okay, then close the trade here. I would have like 15 to or $2,000 profit. Like if I close the trade over here with one mini contract is $1,500 profit. Wow, that was awesome. So I think the market is going to come lower. No, it's going to go for the buy side liquidity now. I'm only interested to look for the buy side liquidity right now. Showed you the buy side liquidity over here, right? Here. How you are going to frame the trades up to you now, because you have to observe all the price action here with very careful, because this is not showing one-sided run today. Today should be an expansion day or trend is friend day, but it's not doing that. So as it's not doing that, you have to be very careful about framing a trade. It can stop you out from the point of interest. Wherever it will fall to the point of interest, it can start to do this type of consolidation before boom. I'm only interested for this buy side liquidity right now. No sell, nothing. Sell is gone for me. According to your logic, sell is still not taken in 15 or hourly. What did you say? According to your logic, sell is not taken in 15 or 1 hour. See this buy side liquidity, brother. I don't know. Can you see it? This is the buy side liquidity over here. I don't have any sell side liquidity around this area from higher time frame. I don't have any sell side liquidity. Okay. So if this market, like over here, this week, I'm more interested to see how this market is going to react with the week. Does it want to respect the 50% upper quadrant or anything and then start to go higher? Or this gap over here is holding the market, sending it lower. If it send it lower, I'm not interested to take any short of sell. No sell is valid to me. After seeing this clean buy side liquidity kept open over there. So sell delivery is done. Market fall, cleared the sell side liquidity. See this low and that low from 15-minute chart has been cleared. Trade the lower quadrant of the opening gap. It should go toward that buy side liquidity right now because sell side is been cleared. How it is going to go higher depending on the weak quadrant level and old last FVG. That's in over here. So I'm gonna keep it as well from the 1 minute chart, that last FVG, and I'm gonna mark the weak quadrant level around here. This is the lower quadrant which has been already traded. This is the 50%. This is the upper quadrant, 50%, lower quadrant. If the market trade any of this quadrant level and start to go higher, I'm interested to go for the buy. Best is to come here, retest this or reclaim this last bullish fair value from 1 minute chart, which is aligned with the 50% of the weak quadrant level, opening gap 50%, hourly bearish gap concurrent crossment. Everything is over here. So it's the best if it can fall here and then start to reverse from there. If it can do that, that is the best case of scenario. But you have to let the launch hour to go, come back around the PM session, trade it. If it can go toward that buy sell, I'm only bullish. If it keep falling, for example, it's falling and falling, I'll let them fall. How far do you wanna fall? Go. I have no problem with that. I'm not interested to touch you. In 1 minute chart, This is that old last fair value gap from 1 minute chart, old last fair value gap that's been traded over here. So the best area for reversal, the 50% of the weak quadrant, the 50% of the opening gap is aligned with the only bullish fair value gap as well, which is the last fair value gap to this specific leg around this area here. So the best case of scenario, something like this. This is the best case of scenario. If it doesn't do that, instead of that fall and closed below this last FVG, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to touch it. So I'll think maximum fall. The best case is here. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna wait for this area. If it provide any sort of buying opportunity from there, I'll take that buy from there. If it doesn't do that, instead of that come here, that is the best case of scenario. I'm able to use the order block entry over there. Can I use the order block here? No, I can't do that. Why? Because this market still have some space to fall, some space to fall over here. So I can't use the order block unfortunately over there. Here, market doesn't have any space to fall anymore. This is the lowest fall. Cleared liquidity, trade the bullish gap. There is no need to fall anymore. So order block is good for changing the state of delivery. But still here, I have some specific area to fall. So I can't use the order block. I have to look for 22 IT model. I have to look for uh like the breaker block. I have to look for inversion fair value gap, anything else except the order block. However, if it makes any sense, brother. I think the market still need to come 24,265. Please look for the sell, brother. I really appreciate it. Please look for the sell. If you ever think that it's going to fall, look for the sell. Don't give a shit to T2 or ICT or anyone. Don't care about them. Always believe that your analysis is always good. Your analysis is right. Others are wrong. And later, end of the day, if you see you are right, you will just go back to them. You follow like ICT and ask, see why they were bullish and why they were wrong. If you are wrong, then ask yourself, what did you wrong and what did they do right? What is the right thing they have done? Just compare yourself. You will see that how much improvement you will make by doing only these things. This is the great opportunity to to compare yourself with someone else. Like here, while I was talking about the sell, now everything is making sense over here. I know some of you still think that, oh no, this is bullshit, but still this is going to make a lot of sense to you right now. But this sense appeared on my mind when it left that liquidity open over there. Already it started in my mind, but it is going to start in your mind after the hindsight or after it's done already. Your job is to compare why you are thinking that it's going to take that buy side liquidity, why it was, or it didn't take that buy side liquidity. What is the reason? And then you will observe, or you will like stored that information inside your mind. Oh, okay. If next time if I see buy side is there, sell side is there, market is falling and didn't take the sell side liquidity is going higher, that means it's going to the deep premium before falling and take that liquidity, and then after clearing that liquidity, it went toward that buy side liquidity dramatically and take that liquidity over there. Depending on the time, of course, the lunch hour is not the right time trade. So depending on that, brother. I think some of you are in green today. If you are, congratulations. If you are not, come back tomorrow. Just don't force yourself, don't overtrade, don't blow your account. As long as you are in limited risk, you're safe. So don't blow your account. That's the only request to all of you. Okay. So I will see you tomorrow, inshallah, by the God willing. And of course, I on the PM session. If I find something, I'll share with you. But the problem is when I'm trading my accounts, I'm not able to share the execution with you because it doesn't have the time. That's why I wanted to focus only for sharing the price action or knowledge with you. But some of you are not pleased with that. I have to trade my accounts. I'm trading my accounts, and that's gonna make me like a bit separated with you guys. So I'm not able to share all the information all the times with you guys when I'm doing my own trading. It's a lot of pressure, you know, like right. So that's the thing. So just let me pass those accounts and get a payout, just a payout, because of I have spent some money. Now like it's huge money. So however, for $500, just get the payout, and then I will stop doing all of these things again, go back to paper trade. And in that time, if someone come and tell that, oh brother, don't do the paper trade, everyone can do that, everyone can hindsight, please tell them I have also done the live trading with you guys by showing every accounts, everything, by saying every account very specifically what I'm interested to do with that account. Please tell them that this guy is not doing something different with the paper trade and the real money. This he is doing the same thing with the both area. See you guys. Thank you, brother. I can recognize order blocks and I can using correctly. That's cool, Jamie. Yeah, if you are open-minded, if you're only interested to focus the price action or the information I'm sharing with you, you will get that. Everyone will get that because I'm making it as easy as possible. As easy as possible. But those people who actually interested more to judge me, that's gonna be difficult for them. So until the next time, cheers, guys.